Alright, hello people. This is a Victorinox Pocked Pal, which you may already know. I'm doing a video on something I actually had to show a friend a while back. As you can see, this is a slip joint, no lock, and I'll tell you why that's important here in a sec. I had a friend who was looking at getting a UK PK from Spyderco. He was asking, well, is it really safe to do cutting with a slip joint? Is there something that actually stops it from just closing on you? Well, as many of you probably already know, the back spring there, you can see it pop in and out a little bit as I open and close the blade, protects you from just, he did a spine whack test with this thing, the whole, which honestly I think is stupid. Of course you can overpower the back spring of a slip joint, but still. My point in this video, I guess, is just to show that you can do hard cutting with a slip joint if you know what you're doing. It's not, it's not the end of the world. First of all, this thing is sharp. Let's see if I can get it to just, there we go. Oops. It's tearing. I hate cutting around this camera. This is maddening. This worked so much better just a second ago. Well, okay, well, until it started tearing, you can see that. It will push cut paper even if I'm not great at it. So, it's sharp, or at least sharp enough. Here, we have a standard piece of cardboard, right? You'll notice that this thing did not flex at all, and I had my thumb on the blade. Alright, let's see if we can't make this test a little more extreme for ourselves, shall we? Here we have 3 layers of that same cardboard, came off the same box, right? And I haven't tried this yet, so I have no idea how it's going to go. But ta-da! And I would show you the pieces, but they went flying, so I'm going to have to find them. Anyway, the point is that a good slip joint is not a problem. You don't want to just bear down on the blade and not the handle. There's obvious cutting safety should be emphasized even more without a lock. But really, if you're cutting right, it shouldn't matter, because you should not be, for the most part, entrusting your safety to the integrity of a lock. It's there as a good backup. I like knives with locks, but for the most part you should be entrusting your safety to your brain, to you being able to safely use the knife. Anyway, I hope that helped. If any of you guys, were wondering that same thing or whatever, I feel just fine for doing this for what is hard use for a folder, realistic hard EDC use for a folder, cutting through multiple layers of cardboard. Batoning, don't baton with your folders. But honestly, if you get the right slip joint, it may be easier with a slip joint, or better on a slip joint, than on a locking knife, because if you know how to baton with an unlocked knife, you don't have any danger of damaging the lock on a folder. But you have to, you have to know how to do that, and it's kind of crazy. My recommendation is keep things like batoning to locking knives. But I've whittled with slip joints many a time, and it's never caused me a problem. So anyway, just my thoughts. Hope that helped. See y'all in the next video. Zube signing out.